Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Laura, aka Glow with Lulu, and today I'm filming a Sephora VIB sale kind of try-on haul. So I bought some stuff off Sephora for their VIB Rouge sale, and I do have another order coming in, but that one's mostly skincare and brushes, and then this one's like the makeup one. So I will be filming kind of like a first impressions try-on haul for you guys. So this is the box. I didn't make like a huge order, but I'm just going to be strictly focusing on the stuff that I bought. So any of the products that I didn't buy, I'm just going to go ahead and do those off camera so that we can focus on the new products. I'm going to quickly show you guys what I bought. Alright, so the star of the show is going to be the Melt Cosmetics Muerte eyeshadow palette. This retails for $76 and you get 10 eyeshadow colors in them. So as you can see, I already kind of swatched mine. I couldn't help myself. The colors look stunning. I am instantly attracted to this bright red one and this blue one. So I'm definitely going to try and do a look around those colors today. There's also another version of this palette that has a bit more brighter colors, kind of like more greens and yellows. So if you're into those kind of colors, then you can definitely take a look at that one. I already have lots of greens and yellows in my collection, so I went ahead with this one. I also bought the Milk Makeup Hydrograph Primer. I've been wanting to try this ever since it got released and I never got the chance to buy it, so I'm super excited to try it out. I got the new Fenty Cheeks Out Cream Blushes. This one is in the shade Daquiri Dip. These are actually very small in size, like they're super tiny. This is what the color looks like. This is basically the size of a mini. So I have right here a mini Fenty bronzer, and then this is the blush. So they're basically the size of the mini, which is very weird and odd packaging. Like, this is what a full-size Fenty product looks like, and then this is the mini. So you're getting half the product. It isn't that expensive. It's like $26, which is not bad. I think the highlighters are like around $40, and the rest is all lip products. So I got this lipstick trio from Morphe. So it comes with a liner, a lipstick, and a gloss. And this one's in the shade Caramel Nude. And then I got a Melt Cosmetics lipstick in the shade Nude, as in like N-O-O-D. And then I also got the Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil in the shade Love Trap, I believe. Where does it say the name? Okay, yeah, Love Trap, yeah. And I also picked up the Anastasia Beverly Hills mascara. This is a new release for Anastasia and I really need a new mascara, so I thought I'd test this out. This one retailed for $33. And I also forgot to mention the primer. The Milk Primer retails for $40 and the Morphe set retails for $21. And then we have the Melt Cosmetics lipsticks, it's $25. And the Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil is $27, so this is quite expensive for a lip pencil. And then with the sale, I ended up saving $49.60, so almost $50, which is pretty good. Alright, and now let's try on the products. So I didn't open the primer yet. So this is the packaging of the primer. It's super sleek, super simple. So let's just read a bit about the primer. So hemp-derived cannabis extract hydrates to plump and smooth for blissed out skin. And a shot of blue agave, is that how you say it? Agave? I don't know. Holds makeup all day for a super fresh finish. Aloe water, cherry blossom hyaluronic acid, and B vitamins boost skin for a healthier looking base. It's oil-free, silicone-free. Green tinted formula goes on clear to work across all skin tones and all types. So the directions are to pump 1 to 2 shots of primer on the back of your hand, blend a thin layer onto clean skin before makeup application. Allow formula 1 minute to fully absorb to activate the grip for an all-day hold. So it's supposed to be a very grippy and tacky primer that's really gonna hold on to your makeup. Just gonna go ahead and sanitize my hands before touching my face. So I'm gonna start with 1 pump and then we'll see where it goes from there. So just so you can see, it's a gel-like consistency and it is pretty thick. I definitely need more than 1 pump. Alright, just gonna rub that into the skin. Feels pretty sticky and it's not like, it doesn't spread as easily as my like Smashbox primerizer, for example. Oh, but this feels super tacky. This is definitely gonna hold on to makeup really well. So it says to let it sit for a minute so that it can fully absorb and so that it can activate the all day hold. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows while waiting for that to activate. So I'll be right back. Alright, so brows are done. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation right now. I'm debating whether I actually want to do my foundation first or my eyes first. I am trying out a new palette today and I'm worried it might have fallout, so I think I might start off with my eyes. I have a little bit of an idea of what kind of look I want to do, but I'm not sure how to do it. So I think I'm just gonna do one eye off camera just to get like my thoughts together and figure out what I want to do exactly, and then I'll come show you guys how I did it. Alright, I'm back. So this is the look that I created. It's definitely a bit more on the editorial side. I expected the blue to be a bit brighter. I didn't think it would be this dark, but it's fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what I did. So I already primed my eyes with the MAC paint pot, and now I'm gonna go into the color Noche Etc., which is just this kind of royal blue color. And I'm picking this up on like a little pencil brush because I really want to be precise with where I'm applying this. This one is the Sigma E30. So with that brush, I'm just gonna kind of map out the shape that I want. So kind of like I mapped it out here. I'm just creating the base right now of the shape that I want my eyeshadow to be. I'll try and get it as even as possible. Or you know what? Let me zoom you guys in actually. I'm gonna go back into that same color and I'm just again, just mapping out the shape. And I'm going to create a bit of a wing right here as well. And now I'm going to connect them. Alright, and now that we got the shape, I'm going to start really packing on and intensifying that color. Now that we have the shape done, we're going to go into a bit more of a precise blending brush like this one. It's from BH Cosmetics. And with no product on it, this one's just dirty because I already used it for the other eye, but we're not going to add any product on it. We're just going to blend out the edges. And the nice thing about this eyeshadow formula is that it's not losing a lot of pigment once you blend it out. And then for the wing, we're just going to blend out the outer edge. We're not going to blend out the inner portion. And now as that's done, we're going to add another layer of the eyeshadow and then blend it out again. Like, is it just me or is this color a lot brighter in the palette than on my eyes? Like, this is the color that I'm using and this is what it looks like on my eyes. It looks closer to kind of this color, which is weird. Now that that's done, we are going to clean up the edges with a bit of concealer. I'm using the Fenty Beauty Concealer. And you want to use a very precise brush like this one. It's from e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is called the concealer brush. I want to get really up close and personal with the mirror for this step. And you're sticking with the same shape, you're just cleaning it out. The hardest part is definitely going to be cutting the wing out. So you want to make sure that the wing is really sharp and neat. You don't have to blend the concealer all the way in because we still have that eyeshadow base that we put on earlier. Alright, and then we're gonna go into the bright red shade, which is the shade Corazon. And I'm picking this up on a bit of like a detailed concealer brush or like a packer brush because you want to be a bit more precise with this step. This is definitely not as pigmented as the blue color. I did have to go in with 2 or 3 layers of this to get it to show up as bright as I wanted it. It is pigmented definitely for red because reds are very hard to make as eyeshadows. I just really wanted it to be striking. And with this color, there was also a bit of kickback in the pan if you care about that. I personally don't, so. Alright, and then once we've covered the general area, you can go in with an eyeshadow brush or just any like eyeliner brush or just something that's really detailed so that you can get really close to that cut crease. I feel like I went a bit darker with the blue on this eye, so I'm just gonna slightly build it up on here. Alright, I am noticing that the areas where I had the concealer, the color is applying a lot darker than with the paint pot. So it does look a bit patchy in that sense. Alright, so I went ahead and did the rest of my base off camera, but before I zoom you guys back out, I'm gonna finish the lower lash line and test out the mascara as well. For the lower lash line, I think all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back into the Noche Eterna color with that same pencil brush and then just run it through the lower lash line. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I want to go for. I don't want to bring it all the way in, just to kind of like the middle of my pupil. Alright, and I think I also want to add a bit of glitter to kind of the inner portion. And before mascara, I'm just going to tightline with a bit of a black liner. This is the Marc Jacobs one. Just to kind of add to that smokiness that we have going on. Now it's time for the mascara. So this is the packaging that the mascara comes in. It's actually very similar to the Fenty one. Hold on a minute. Like in terms of color and the black blending into this rose gold. I mean, for the Anastasia one, it leans a bit more to like the champagne side. But the packaging itself is pretty similar. It is a bit heavy, which is very weird for mascara. And then the wand looks like this. Kind of like a bit of a smaller version of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It has that same kind of hourglass figure, but it's just a bit smaller. Judging by the consistency, I think the formula looks like it's gonna be a bit dry, but I won't be able to know until I actually put it on the lashes. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. Let's put this bad boy to the test. Okay. Oh my god. This is so nice. And it's not as dry as I expected it to be. Definitely really like the mascara. That is a very pretty mascara. I wouldn't say I like it more than my Lancome. That is definitely still my #1, but it definitely goes up there with my top favorite mascaras for sure. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys back out. Oh, nope, other way. Alright, so now it's time to test out the new Fenty blushes. I am concerned to try this out on top of my already powdered face, but I hope it works because my MAC cream blush works fine on top of a powdered face, so I hope this will do the same. Ooh, this is the first time I swatch it. This is super creamy and super wet, so this might disrupt my base. Oh, but as I'm blending it out, it's turning like really powdery. This is so interesting. Okay, like it doesn't stay cream. Let me read up on this. Oh my god, it's already sold out? Wow, I got it at the right time. It doesn't say anything about turning into like a powder, but it does feel pretty powdery on my hand right now. It is a strong color as you can see, but you can see the hint of color that it gave on my hand versus the actual color in the compact. So it is a sheer color. It did not disrupt my base, but it did hold on to the foundation. So I guess it dried down a bit faster because my face is powdered already. So I'm just gonna try and like build up around that so it doesn't look patchy or anything. Right, it's definitely not as patchy on this side, and it might be due to my acne. So this side of my face is breaking out, whereas this side is a bit more clear. So it might just be my acne that's making it look patchy, because I do have like a huge pimple like right here in the center of the face, so that could be why. I don't know if I would say I would love this. Like, I definitely like the MAC cream blush more formula wise. Okay, I definitely like this side a lot better. It is sheer, it is buildable, and it does feel powdered on the skin, so you don't need to set it or anything. It probably would perform better if you did it before powdering my face, definitely. Probably wouldn't dry down as fast, but my only concern with that is that any translucent powder, any powder that you put on top of it will kind of take away from the color. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of cream blushes. I'm gonna go into the shade Calaca onto my inner corner. Oh, that's a pretty highlight. Last step we have is lips. So as you saw in the beginning of the video, I bought a few lip products. I want to keep it pretty minimal for this look, so I think I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury lip pencil in the shade Love Trap first. Alright, this is definitely a color that's similar to my lip color, like my natural lip color. Alright, I like the formula of that. And now I'm gonna use the Melt, I think it's called the Ultra Matte lipstick. Yeah, Ultra Matte lipstick in the shade Nude. So this is a very nude color. I've been looking for something like this for a while. It smells like vanilla. Oh my god, like straight up vanilla. Alright, this is not working. My lips are way too dry. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use the Morphe lip gloss that came in the set. This one is in the shade Chill. Okay, it's definitely a sheer gloss, but it's nice. Like, it's lightweight and it's not like super glossy. Alright, so that is it for today's video, you guys. Thank you for sitting here and watching this first impression / VIB Rouge sale haul with me. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, then make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn the notification bell on so that you can get notified every time that I post. But yeah, that is it for today's video, you guys. I will see you next time. Bye!